What's up, beautiful souls? It has been a minute since I've done a reading. Felt pulled to do one. I've been feeling kind of pulled to do one for a while. Today, definitely a shift. Like, come home, meditate, be in the presence of spirit. And the moment I went to go sit in with the meditation, pull out my cards, call on spirit, the divine, our guides, and that who will be pulled to this video and to resonate with the highest truth and the highest good, which hopefully that is you. There's a reason you're called and pulled to this video. That will resonate and a message that you may need. And the moment I started doing that, I've been lit up, the goosebumps, the energy matches, and the reading is beautiful. It's been straightforward right from the get-go. The downloads, the cards, the meaning, I've been meditating on them. But it's pretty straightforward and obvious. So without further ado, I'm hoping if you've been called to if you felt this, you've been called to it, if you're watching this, there's no such thing as coincidence, right? So I sit with your sit, and I go into meditation. And the first thing I see is the solar plexus chakra, the embodied, and that's right here, right in the chest complex, like the chest, right below our heart chakra. It is the I am, the color of yellow is the embodiment. It's the embodiment of presenting and exuberating your authenticity, the who you are. But how do you know thyself? But only once you've done the work. Rising like the phoenix, your wings are ready. And in this place of embracing thyself, you are positively influencing the act of service and the ripple of the divine by just showing up every day. It's not so much what you do, though that is very important, but it's the energy you are. That I am, to embody, to embrace, to know, and to own the divine energy is the gift that's presented to all. But so many still fear. Don't you see? That's how important your work is. You are beautiful and perfect in the divine's eyes. Yes, even your imperfections, for those are your gifts. And through the process of which you have come through, which is what I'm gathering, and I feel like an emphasis of going through the dark night, a long process of internal work. It was only through all this, right? Rising like the phoenix, embracing and knowing thyself by going through the contrast. Through this process of which you have come to know how to operate and utilize those gifts. Even if you are not fully conscious or aware just yet, your practice of development now is to trust. Follow your bliss, that which feeds your soul. Your superpower is to nurture this, for it's your time to step beyond what society deems as acceptable or suitable, because you are stepping into your power, which is fueled by the heart and not by ego. It is time to live big by stepping into your power. That was the download. That was the introductory to this whole reading. So to begin, we'll start with the underlining energy. And it came with the justice at the bottom of the deck, which to me just screams karmic justice. It's the process of going through with being upright, through trial and error, learning the lessons, and now being blessed for the work. Things, you getting what you put forth, right? And it's even more fully clarified by the heart of the spread, which is the contract, which to me is just the justice card. And I was actually very hesitant to use this deck. I felt like Spirit was definitely leading me to it because it's very precise. It's got some precise energies in there. So for this to show up, shows me for the watcher, for the viewer, you've done some major work. And what is presented in your life right now is the soul contract, what you signed up to come here for. Even a covenant, the promise with the divine, right? And I feel like your graduation, your time is here. You've done the work. It's upright. There's a contract. The scales are finally being balanced, and it's your time to shine. It's your time, since you've gone through the work, now that you know thyself, you have learned the contrast to utilize your gifts, those imperfections, which you were divinely gifted, that makes you so perfect, is now ready to shine. It is now time for you to take all of that you have learned and make your ripple effect. And that's shown by the gifts that are presented to you, that you embody, but by stepping into your power, by living through the divine, through the heart, and letting go of all society and the energy reminds me of embracing my own gifts and being really, really scared when I first started. And every time I had a message or a download thinking that people are going to think I'm crazy, because I hear, as a clairaudient, words, I was always reminded that I've gone through some of the hardest shit alone, and who cares, because I've done it alone. I'm okay being alone, and who I need is already around me. And if it helps that one person, then it's worth it. So the crossing energies is very straightforward. We have 2 pages that cross you. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. To me, they represent the student. You're embodying a new venture. This is a new you. You are showing up to the world, spiritually rebirthed. Stepping into your authentic skin, your real skin. And it may be fresh still. But what it also represents is that we got the pentacles and we got the swords. You are grounded. You're grounded, you're loyal, and you're analytical. You think things through. You've done the work, so there's no more that it's not that you're unconscious. It's this, you're very conscious, and you now think 3 steps ahead. You can use your wisdom from the past, and you can look ahead like a game of chess and know what's the best move for you. But I don't think you've practiced or embodied this, because this is new energy. It's a new venture. You've got all the tools, but with any new beginning, it's a little scary. And that's why I'm feeling right here as you're crossing energies. You have the gifts, you have the talents, you have the capacity. You are ready, but you've never practiced. You've never shown your skills to the world. You've never come out and stepped into the authenticity, maybe. Not true for necessarily all, but for this energy, especially with the other card that fell out as your crossing energy, is the 7 of Cups. You have many, many opportunities coming forward. So with the contract in your position, I feel like Spirit saying you have many, many ways of proceeding forward. It reminds me of the Akashic records, right? Many ways you can go about it. For you, it's for you to analyze, and it will get more clear as we go through this reading. But as an amateur, it's a new beginning. You have the skills. You're just a little uncertain of yourself. The 7 of Cups reminds me, so we go from the 6 of Cups, right, which is nostalgic. All that stuff that you've just been through, that you've gained your wisdom. The next preceding card is the 7 of Cups. It is, now you have options. You have a new beginning ahead of you. Things are looking in your favor. You've done the work. What will you choose? How will you choose to go forward and present your gifts and make your ripple? So what's the problem? From your perception, from your reality, comes the Tower, but it's in reverse, which shows me there's some hesitancy, there's some self-restriction. And really when I meditated on this, because it took me a minute, guys, I think there's some reserved fear. To be the phoenix, to come out from the ashes, to have your wings, to be ready to know thyself, to be in that empowerment of I am, you had to go through the contrast, which means lots of tower moments. You had to shake your whole foundation to gain a higher awareness. So what, in your head, your fears, what may be also stopping you, on top of maybe being a little hesitant about your own skill, about embracing yourself, maybe about that same fear that I had, like what will people think, also comes with this, I don't know if I can handle any more dark nights of the soul. I don't know if I can handle any more storms. I'm finally at a place where I feel peace. I finally found foundation. And I don't know if I want to step forward because I don't want any more shaky ground. This is what the Tower in Reverse represents to me, because this is your perception, it's your reality, your fear. And what is probably maybe keeping you hesitant from stepping forward into what is now already yours. You've already done the work. It's the contract, it's the justice, it's the karmic. You've learned from it. And the reason I say that is because what the real heart of the issue is, beyond your perception, but what Spirit shows me what's actually happening, is the Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups upright is apathy. It's this depression. It's the Tower moment of going through it, not seeing the opportunity that Spirit's still providing you, right, with the other cup. But in reverse, it's this epiphany. It's this aha. The wisdom that's brought, and the epiphanies of there are new opportunities forward for you. They are here. And you don't have to be scared of them. You just need to be conscious of what one you're choosing. That's the real problem. And maybe you're feared that you'll pick the same old cup. But you'll never know how much progress and what you've actually have overcome and know those blessings until you embrace it. And that's where you're at, my love. So what's Spirit's guides? What's Spirit's guidance? What are their advice for you? It's so straightforward again. We have the Two of Swords, and it comes in reverse. She wears a blindfold, and it's usually a really heavy, hard decision. But I feel like Spirit's saying, this isn't a hard decision. You've done the work. You've done the work. It's not a hard decision. Just embrace what is coming and accept the blessings. It's the sun. It's clarified. The two came out together. The sun is the most joyous. It's embracing. It is living in harmony. It's that enlightenment, right? The sun enlightens everything. You can see everything in the light. That's where you've come through. It's the living in the childlike faith, right? There's the child embracing, having fun, knowing that you're always divinely supported, no matter what you go through, and everything that's happened to you, everything that will happen to you is for you, is for the best. But moreover, I feel that you've done the work. I think you're ready. I see the pages as, hey, it's a new opportunity. You get to step into it. What did they say here? All those imperfections that are your gifts, you know now how to operate and utilize them, whether you're conscious of it or not. The practice to develop the trust. That's where you're at. So what's the inevitable ending to this? As we come around, I felt like there's a huge warning, and maybe that's the whole reason behind why I felt guided to this. The one card that fell out was the Magician, but it came in reverse. And I had to have it clarified. And with it came the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. When I sat and I meditated on this, I feel like, don't deceive yourself. Don't let this beautiful opportunity of all the work you've done pass you by. Don't second guess your worth. Don't second guess. It can be scary, but the blessings are so worth it. And I feel like God and the universe and your guides are saying, it's here. It's going to be hand delivered. It is already written. You do the work, you get the blessings. It's as simple as that. and it's here. But be conscious about how you go forward. That crossing energy, you have a lot of options and ways of doing it. You don't need to be reckless about it. Take your time to analyze with the Eight of the Wands in reverse. Don't move into ego, but stay heart-based. Do not get overconfident of yourself, but don't second guess yourself. Don't discard what you do know. That old energy of feeling incompetent, you know through the work that you do, that you have done, that you are far from incompetent. And moreover, be patient, because all those blessings, all through the hard work, all the dark night, is a process of you moving into just accepting and embracing the blessings. But don't be reckless about it. Choose wisely. These gifts that are being presented to you, like the Akashic Record, how will you choose to go forward? What do you want? What do you want from these blessings? Because I think it's finally here and it's being offered to you. It's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful energy. Hard work. You've gone through, to get to this, you've had to go through extremely dark times. Because you can't know one without the other. And now I think it's just time for you to analyze, decide what it is you want, and lean into trust, because it's yours. And as a final card that we pulled, and I'll read, I haven't read it yet, but it's the gift of love and light. And to me, when I first saw that originally, it's just, you are love and light. You are the gift to this world. Don't let anything shadow that or hide that, especially you, by having that conscious choice to allow your light to radiate. By showing up and embracing your authenticity, all that you've gone through, you give permissions. You unconsciously give permission to our brother and sister to do the same. You become that beautiful light. You become that beautiful, radiant influence. That namaste, the light I see in you is the light I see in me. And when people see that, they can have hope for themselves, because we are all interconnected. But it has to be discovered within, right? Moreover, it's clarified by no one lights a lamp and then covers it with a bowl or hides it under a bed. A lamp is placed on a stand where its light can be seen by all who enter the house. And the actual message, we'll look it up for you. The gift of love and light, which I just opened it to and then passed it. Patience with me. I should have done this beforehand. This is why I do the shuffling beforehand, because I take all the jumpers and it can take a minute. The gift of love and light. Children exude divine love and light, which is one of the many reasons they bring joy to all their midsts. As an adult, you are filled with God's divine gifts. In fact, you are in an even better position now to share divine love and light with others. It's all my downloads. Perhaps you feel guided to teach about God's love through the written or spoken word. Or maybe your higher calling is to be a healing conduit of God's love and light, to uplift and balance others. Any career that God guides you to will surely lead to content and fulfillment. Open your heart to the love and light that is all around. There's no need to dwell in darkness or fear when God's Holy Spirit is available as your comforter and counselor for the asking. Meditate upon God and allow His light into your life so that your truth path may be revealed. Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. It's been a minute. I genuinely got excited. I've been feeling guided to do it, and no coincidence or better timing than now and when you are led to this. Let me know if it resonates, if you guys, there's anything that you want that resonates with you. if you get it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I'm proud of the work you've done. Thank you for sharing your energy with me as always. I know it's a divine gift. Energy is sacred. So thank you. And as always, until next time, namaste. I love you guys.